Libra, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Libroski, Tough Cookie, Libralicious, looking all this so yummy. I'm going to be doing your reading for the month of March 2026. This will be a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. Fist bump to all of my beautiful Libras out there. I said, Libra, what's good? He said, Kylie, Miley, what's good? So let's see what is it that you need to know, dear Libra. Now, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify your main challenge and get some final advice. Also, at the end of this reading, I'm going to pull the animal spirit for you to see what is it that you need to know. What is the main message for the month of March for you? There is an announcement about a competition of getting a free Ask a Question, Get an Answer reading when I pull a card for you. I'll talk about the details at the end. You going ahead and hitting that like button, although I know you always do that before even the reading starts, and also commenting below, it can guarantee and ensure that you could be selected to be one of those, okay? Because it has a lot to do with your participation. Because you give to me, I'm going to give it back to you. Nice and slow. So Libra, your challenge for the month of March is the Four of Wands, relationship. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Wands, okay? The Hangman and the Seven of Wands. So Libra, the Four of Wands here talks about relationship. I do see here this has a lot to do with the specific person. There is a partnership. There is a connection here with someone. You could have been engaged to this person. You could have been married to this person. But for whatever reason, this has been challenging, and we're going to find out to see what is it that you need to know in a moment. In the recent past, you have the Ten of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. I feel like in the recent past, there was a lot of love between you and this person. There is something here about a strong partnership, desire for family, desire for marriage, for kids. And with the Four of Swords, I feel like you have done a lot of healing within the past few months. Especially, you have taken time out. You have really looked within yourself, like how can you heal? How can you be a better version of you, right? You might have even separated from someone when you met this person. So there was a lot of love, okay? There was a love offer. And we're going to talk about this. We're going to get some more information. Now, in the present moment, you have the Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Judgment. Someone here is having some sort of an epiphany and an understanding. There could be an offer of love coming in towards your way, or there could be possibly an apology also. We're going to find out about this, and we're going to get some more information shortly. Now, in the near future, you have the Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Wands. There is definitely going to be an offer here, which is going to lead to like a family, a long-term commitment dynamic, Ten of Pentacles. But Two of Wands here means that there is an important decision that needs to happen. This has a lot to do with, also being in this place of decision-making process. There could be a long distance, geographical decision needs to happen. This is about a choice, okay? And I'm also getting here sacrifice. Someone here needs to make a sacrifice in order for this to happen and to take place. Now, without any further ado, let's get into your reading and let's get into the Four of Wands and see what is it that you need to know as the main challenge. So let's clarify the Four of Wands and let's see what is it that you need to know. Okay, Four of Wands. Why is this your challenge? Okay, so we have the thick, juicy Ace of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Fool. So just, the cards are kind of like randomly coming out. But I feel like that for many of you, this Four of Wands is the challenge because it's been very difficult for you and this person to come together and to enter into a brand new beginning. Page of Wands, somebody here is younger than you, or maybe there is an age difference. You are dealing with someone who really needs to mature. Okay, there is a strong need of maturity. Somebody here needs to be mature. We're not talking about like age-wise, but like also mentality-wise. The idea and the concept and the passion is there for the relationship to take place. But I think it's been quite challenging for you and this person to really make it work. And in the month of March, there is going to be a potential and a possibility to literally come back together and to work it out and to really embark onto a new journey. So let's talk about the recent past here. You have the 10 of Cups. We're going to find out more information, but I think that in the recent past with the 10 of Cups, there could have been a very happy union between you and this person. But 4 of Swords is telling me there might have been a 3 of Swords that has led you and this person to heal. Maybe you and them actually stopped talking to each other also. So the 10 of Cups in the recent past, dear Libra, is clarified by the 2 of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the 5 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Definitely not a coincidence. So I feel like, dear Libra, in the recent past, for many of you, you might have dealt with someone that was maybe from a different culture, different background, different location. They had a completely different mindset here. So I feel like there was a conflict, okay? It could have been third-party situation here with the 5 of Wands. There could have been multiple people involved in this situation. Now, I'm going to say this, but it may not resonate with everyone. This could have been also like a twin flame connection here. Okay, twin flame connection, soulmate connection. I see here you and this person shared a very strong sexual energy and connection between one another. There could have been a huge conflict that took place between you and this person. My intuition is telling me that this conflict could have come from family. It could have come from different, mentality, background, like certain scenarios, certain situations that really affected this relationship from moving forward. 4 of Swords here, there was a separation period that I feel like you and this person went through. So let's talk about the 4 of Swords in the recent past. The 4 of Swords, dear Libra, in the recent past is clarified by the 8 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. You might have dealt with someone who was either, there could have been like a business-oriented person here, but I'm also getting that this person is like whenever you would talk to them about love, whenever you would really communicate with them about love, their mindset was all about either money or work or business. This person was very nonchalant or acted very nonchalantly here. I'm getting here kind of like a, almost like as if this person might have even told you, I don't want to talk about love. I don't want to talk about a relationship now, money, career, or my own stability is what I care now. That's something that maybe this person might have told you in the past. Okay, and Ace of Cups here is again, I think you truly, truly love this person. For many of you, you were really open to this person. There is something here about a caterpillar could be very significant. I'm getting here a white dove also. Definitely, you did have very pure intentions for this person in the past, Libra. I feel like that you and this person, you did share a lot of things together, but I think when it came to like the vision of the future, like where this relationship going to, there is something about incompatibility at a time. You having like a completely different vision for what it would look like for you to settle down with somebody and with this person, and then them also. So let's talk about the Ace of Cups in the recent past and see what is it that you need to know. The Ace of Cups is clarified by the Page of Pentacles, the Judgment, and the 10 of Swords. I think that this could have been you, could have been your person. Again, in my readings, we're not making anybody the villain or you the villain, them the villain, but I feel like this could have been you. You made an offer to this person in the past that you wanted to be with them, you wanted to settle down, but with the Judgment, there was this epiphany that, you know what, it's not really going anywhere now. It's not going anywhere near being with each other, being together. So there was a very painful, unexpected ending with the 10 of Swords. A lot of you also might have felt like that this person, once you found out, there is something here about Libra, you finding out that this person could have been involved with some sort of a third-party situation, and that might have also made you feel like you were betrayed by this situation, by this person, okay? And it really hurt you at a very deep level. So, Libra, in the present moment, in the month of March, you have the Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Judgment. There is something that's happening in this person's mind, okay? So they could be having an epiphany when it comes to making an apology or wanting to talk to you. Also, they could be going through a major cycle of like closing something here with somebody. Let's talk about the Queen of Pentacles for you in the month of March. Three of Wands. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Magician, the Tower, and the Lovers. So I know maybe you're watching your sign or the person you're interested, or your Sun, Moon, Rising sign. The Tower has literally come out for all the signs, pretty much for all the signs that I've done the reading so far today. And we are entering into the Mercury retrograde period. We are literally in Mercury retrograde when you're watching this. Libra, a lot of things are going to come down. And my prophetic message here for the collective and for all the signs is that, it's something that I've never really felt before, but I feel like this is a confirmation. This could even be a Carmenian message that I'm going to give, honestly. I think I'm going to record that tonight. So Libra, these third-party situations are falling apart. This Mercury retrograde in the sign of Pisces is like making people realize, this is very important for you to hear before I go into this. It's our moment. It's making people who abandoned you, who left you when you had pure intentions for them, it's making them realize with the judgment and epiphany that they actually chose the wrong person. They even rushed into making choices here. Because there is a lesson here this person was meant to learn, and they didn't learn that lesson. They didn't really, open their ears and their eyes to see what is the universe teaching me through this experience with Libra. So a lot of third-party situations are going to crumble down, and that's what I do see here. While you are standing confident within yourself, while you're really taking care of yourself, while you're focusing on your well-being, there is a major Tower moment that's happening, and I think that this is also a manifestation. If you want to get rid of the third party, you don't just, the best way to do is to pray or to set an intention that the third party that has taken your person, manifest them to find someone else, that they leave your person comes back to you, and that person goes somewhere else. So it's a win-win situation. A win is a win. Do you agree or not? So I'm saying some sassy shit out there. You get my humor, but also what I mean by that. So this is a manifestation, okay, of a relationship. You have the Lovers here. So I feel like that for many of you, there is an apology with the Page of Cups that could be coming in. This apology has a lot to do with a confession here, okay, an important message here. Let's clarify the Page of Cups. Someone here is going to write a letter to you, or someone has a message written in their drafts. Page of Cups is clarified by the Empress, the Knight of Cups, and the Three of Wands. They're watching you, okay? Could be a Leo you're dealing with the Sun. And the Sun, Libra, is about illumination. It's about also things coming under the light, right? So it can't just stay into the darkness for so long. So this person has been watching you for some time. I think they do see you as the Empress material, whether male or female, Libra. They see you somebody that you can actually be a person who can take care of them, who can nurture them, because you must have showed a lot of nourishing energy. I think Libras by nature are very nurturing signs, okay? You're very caring, right? You're ruled by Venus. So there is this very attractive, seductive beauty about you. Okay, you do have that within you. You're like the sorcerer. You're like the magician. You are very seductive. So, and in a good way. And I think that for many of you, you have definitely captivated this person's mind and heart at a certain point. I don't know what they were thinking about, I'm saying. But they had to kind of had their, they had to hit rock bottom so they understand. Because there is an epiphany here with a judgment. Judgment here talks about an epiphany, a resurrection, and an announcement here being made as well. So let's clarify that. This person, there was a certain point where this person was very also focused, a little bit selfish. They acted selfishly, but I think they're gonna start opening up, and they may pretend they're not watching you. They may pretend they don't care, but they actually do. So the judgment is clarified by the 10 of Wands, the Strength again, and the 2 of Wands, Leo energy. This person is realizing that the longer they prolong, the longer they hold back, the heavier it gets for them. 555 on the clock right now, because I'm recording this a little later in the evening. Okay, so 555 can be very significant. Libra, there is a major realization that this person is actually having, and that major realization here has a lot to do with them understanding that they need to take a move. They need to make a move. This is about maybe literally geographically traveling to you or coming to you and wanting to talk about something here. This person also, they're very much emotionally overwhelmed. There is something here that maybe there is a few things that are actually happening in this person's life that's weighing them down. Something here about international. okay, on the other side of the world, like different countries, different continents. As you can see, this person is holding the globe in their hand. So that could be significant for a lot of you. Now, in the near future, okay, in March, Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Wands again. Again, this is a confirmation here of getting out of a comfort zone and making an important move. So there is an offer that is going to be coming in towards your way in the month of March. Let's talk about the Ace of Pentacles. So you have the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. One of the things that I really like about the Five of Cups is that there is actually two cups that are still standing behind this person. Maybe they're not aware of this, but I think this person is gaining that awareness. There is indeed an unfinished business between you and this person. There has been a conflict and a conversation that maybe really ruffled some feathers, and I feel like that this person slowly wants to come towards you and make a move. This was something that you and this person have been ignoring at the same time. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. This was an issue. Okay, see how the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles are looking completely different perspectives, and there is a Five of Wands. You and this person, maybe also because of just fear of losing each other, fear of losing them, maybe you didn't want to address that, but this was a conflict and a major situation that was ignored for quite some time. And that is something that cannot continue being ignored. It needs to be addressed, it needs to be clarified before this new beginning is going to take place, okay? So, Ten of Pentacles, Libra, this is about a long-term commitment here. This is about marriage. This is about, establishing a household together. So dogs can be very important for some of you. I'm seeing here like Labrador, Golden Retriever, German Shepherd. So it's clarified by the Ten of Cups, the World, and the Emperor. Yeah. Aries energy here. So the world could mean travel, okay? The world means travel, means international also, and an ending. So a cycle is going to be successfully completed. It is going to be completed and closed off for you and this person to be able to come back together and to resolve this issue. There is a lot of signs and synchronicities that I feel like you could be picking up on. It could be angel numbers, it could be certain symbols, certain items here that you could be really seeing. So with the Two of Wands, I do strongly feel like here that this has a lot to do with seeing beyond the veil and seeing what is it that you and this person could actually build in the near future. I'm not saying this is going to happen overnight, because there is something about this person. They need to soften a little bit. They need to soften up. They need to kind of really calm down, because there is a major shift and a tower moment that's going to happen. And then based on after that, you and this person are going to need to move on. Now it's clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. You got to let this person slowly but surely open up emotionally even more. Four of Pentacles, Libra, I think you need to kind of really pull your energy back. Doesn't mean you don't love this person. Doesn't mean you don't want to work things out. But I think that a lot of times you get overly invested, and you need to pull your energy back to you. You need to not try to feel like that you have this savior syndrome and you have to save this person. You just got to let this person come towards you, okay, at their own pace. And I think they will start opening up slowly but surely. You're dealing with someone who avoids talking about their feelings. Queen of Cups, the only one who has the lid on the top of the cover of the cup. Okay, so not a gender specific, but I feel like that. So you just gotta let this person come out of their comfort zone, come out of their shell. There is something about this person really slowly open up to you. Could be a water sign: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. All the signs. But yeah, this is really about you just pulling your energy back and letting this person come in and also try to put in the work, put in the efforts, right? Just as much as you also like to put. Because at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Pentacles. You need to make sure that you are also equally receiving just as much as you are putting there. I'm not saying keeping a quick books and trying to document everything. I did this for them, I did this. This is about just feeling that there is an equal give and take exchange energy without really questioning, what I'm saying, your worth and your value. Now, Libroski, at the bottom of the deck, you have the 5 of Wands, the Hangman, and the 7 of Wands. So in the near future, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is that you're going to see that even though there has been a conflict and there has been many, maybe chaos is going on, a lot of arguments, this is something that's really opening up the door for you and this person to look at life from a different perspective, that every problem has a solution. There is a problem, there is a solution, okay? So this is more of a solution-based energy that I'm getting. This reading is leading towards more bringing things into solution with the 4 of Wands. Could be a same-sex situation, doesn't have to. If it's not your story, then it's not, okay? It could be any. It's not a gender specific, but I have quite a big collection audience, and also a lot of Libras watching me from all walks of life, okay? So let's get the advice and see what is it that you need to know, Libra. So the advice for you is the Knight of Pentacles, the Strength, and the Ace of Swords, and you have the Hangman. Excuse me. Libra, this situation has actually eliminated a lot of things for you. I think that there is a lot of clarity that's going to come towards your way. Again, the Strength, Leo energy. This person is someone that they're going to move towards you at their own pace. There is no need to worry and question your worth and your value if this person truly likes you or not. So sorry, I got to get some water, Libra. Hold on. Sorry, I don't think this is allergies. I think this has a lot to do with someone's throat chakra. You know what I'm saying? God damn it. God damn it. Let me just open up this voice. Open up the safe. Bitches got a lot to say. Cookie in your cookie in your face. I'ma put it on your face. Let me open up my voice. Hold on, Libra. Hold on. Okay, so anyways, so I think we're back to normal. Now, this has a lot to do with the truth being revealed, you confidently knowing that there is, conversation that's going to happen between you and this person. See, the Ace of Swords talks about throat chakra. It talks about speaking the truth. And someone here that's been holding something back or whatsoever, they will communicate and they will talk to you, okay? So someone's voice is going to start opening up slowly but surely. I don't know if I'm picking up on your energy or your person's energy, but I got to continue this reading. Just because I got a throat scratch, whatever, doesn't mean I'm gonna stop the reading. Sorry for the discomfort in your ear, but I gotta do what I gotta do. So I'm saying, so let's see what is the advice here is get ready for that, because they will move slowly, but doesn't mean they don't love you. They're gonna open up slowly. Now let's talk about the animal spirit. Holy shit, the turtle. I mean, the turtle moves slowly. Like literally, the turtle hasn't come out. This card hasn't come out for anyone. So you are 100% meant to hear this message, and you have the lion at the bottom of the deck. But we're going to focus on what's your main energy, right? Turtle, slowly. Not a coincidence, Libra. Your readings have been quite intense recently. It's a short story. This is not a whole novel, okay? So, ancient soul, grounded, trusting, at home in the self. It is wonderful to be in the presence of a turtle personality. Like the beaver, the turtle has a strong relationship with the earth and water elements simultaneously. This helps to ground and connect them to the deeper truth of life, no matter where their travels lead them. Turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers as they collect life experiences under their shells for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all the other books and begin to tell our own true tale. Peaceful, adventurous, and productive, and an adventure. So turtle could be very significant for many of you. You either have some turtle picture or like turtle decor in your bathroom. Some of you could even have a blanket, or you could have like, I don't know, bracelet or something. Nonetheless, this is about process. Okay, this relationship here, this marriage, it's not something that is gonna like blow up overnight or happen. but there will be moves. Okay, your 3D reality is going to reorder itself, and there will be movements happening for you in the month of March. Okay, so this is what I had for you. Beautiful reading. And finally, for the competition, dear Libra, please go ahead and hit that like button. When you show your participation, when you show up, I've done this before as well, I want to give back to you and I want to say thank you. So I'm going to choose 1 or 2 Libras, and I'm going to probably 2, and I'm going to see into the comments, and whoever is calling my intuition to connect with, I will let you know in the comment section. And then in the upcoming videos for Libras, I will pull a card for you and I will say your name, and I will see what is an important message here that you need to know. So dear Libroskis and Libralicious, sorry for the coughing or the throat thing, I don't know, but we're back to normal. I hope you got a good laugh out of that too. Now, this is what I had for you. Have a fabulous week ahead. I love you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.